If the motorcycle overheats, in order to check it out, what I can do is take the overflow coolant hose and just stick it in my boot. That way, if there is too much coolant in the system and there is too much pressure and the coolant is very warm, the pressure will push it out of this hose and right into my boot. And if I feel the warm coolant in my boot, I know that it's time to stop and let the bike breathe for a while. This is my first big trip on a motorcycle, and we'll see how things will turn out. I just had some lunch and now I'm gonna go back on the road. Beautiful city of London. Look at this sun. I just bought some dinner. I'm not so far from the hotel. We've got like 40 minutes left. Right, let's go. When you have motorcycle clothes on, you have many layers, and it can be very, very hard and difficult to take a piss. You have to take off all those layers and you have to put them back on. It's not the easiest thing. Oh man, I feel so much better. Alright, I've made it to the hotel in Bordeaux. However, I've had a very serious issue with my motorcycle. After I parked the motorcycle in front of the hotel, I looked under it and there was like a lot of fluid coming out of it. It's losing cooling liquid. So what are my options? Well, I have two options tomorrow. Either I go to a motorcycle repair shop or I go directly back to Toulouse. I'm gonna try to go to a motorcycle repair shop. I've been talking to my friend Cyprian and I've been checking on the internet as well. And there might be a problem with the pressure inside the cooling system. There aren't any cracks, There's just all this cooling liquid coming out of a single hose. If the guys at the motorcycle repair shop tomorrow don't find a quick fix, then I'll go back to Toulouse and I will try not to overheat the engine, because overheating the engine will just flush all the coolant out at this moment, which is not a good situation for me. I'm lucky because the weather outside is pretty cold. It's winter here in France. It's about 5 degrees outside. That means that the engine can cool itself out naturally without needing a cooling liquid. So I'm happy to have this problem here now in France and not somewhere else where I cannot fix it. Good night. So yesterday when I had the cooling liquid problem, it was due to this hose. This hose is just hanging in the air. It's not doing anything. I hope it's the overflow hose, but if it's not this and this has to be connected to something, then I'm in a pretty bad situation. In order to check it out, what I can do is take the overflow coolant hose and just stick it in my boot. That way, if there is too much coolant in the system and there is too much pressure and the coolant is very warm, the pressure will push it out of this hose and right into my boot. And if I feel the warm coolant in my boot, I know that it's time to stop and let the bike breathe for a while. In about 15 minutes, I'm going to the mechanic, to the repair shop, and we'll see what the guys there tell me. Well, I went to get my motorcycle checked out. I went to the first garage, and the first garage was a very nice guy. He put the motorcycle on a stand, he checked for the leaks, and then he told me that he doesn't really have the equipment necessary for more serious checks, such as taking the tank out and checking the radiator cap. He sent me to a friend of his at another garage. So I went to this other garage and the guy was like, yeah, maybe tomorrow we can check it out, but I don't want to waste time until tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna go back to Toulouse, and then maybe in the coming days I will do some other tours, just one-day tours around Toulouse or in the Pyrenees or something like that. It isn't really a good day for going for a ride on a motorcycle because the rain is just terrible. There was this old guy that said, oh, this isn't the best time to go out for a ride, isn't it? And yeah, I was like, yeah, you're right, but well, I like motorcycles. All the Alright, I stopped under this bridge to take a piss and check out my phone because I'm pretty sure I'm not in the right direction. At the same time, I'm keeping an eye on this hose, and if it does leak, then I'm gonna stop and let the bike cool down. Okay, so there's enough, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's enough cooling liquid. Now, where am I? Oh, that's bad. I knew I was going in the wrong direction, but I didn't know it was this bad. I might as well just, cut through instead of going back around Bordeaux. And over there is wine. Those are grapes, and they smell awesome. Okay, I stopped at a petrol station. I put my rain gear on because I'm very cold and it's raining outside. I'm done with the GoPro because my helmet is so heavy due to the GoPro being here in front, so I'm gonna put it in the coat for the last hour of riding for the day. Ciao.